Oswego State, Utica. Last season, the Lakers defeated the Pioneers on the road and won the Pathfinder Bank Oswego Classic Tournament in a shootout. Since 2009, these teams have squared off twice every season. This year, in a once-in-a-lifetime event, Oswego State and Utica will face each other inside the Carrier Dome. Today, Oswego State Laker hockey comes to Syracuse. We are 30 minutes away from puck drop. This is the Frozen Dome Classic. The scenery might be a little different, but it is still Oswego State Lakers hockey. Good evening and welcome to the Carrier Dome, where WTOP-10 is bringing you a once-in-a-lifetime game for the Oswego State Lakers. I'm Sebastian Edmond, alongside me, Matt Moran, Benny Blue. Guys, it's a totally different atmosphere, but it's definitely something that we could get used to. Unfortunately, there's only one of these, but we've been enjoying ourselves nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a special treat for both programs, Utica and Oswego State. You know, on the schedule, it might be just a non-conference game, but it's so much more than that. They're ready to play some hockey and ready to play it in front of a big crowd here in the historic Carrier Dome.
Super exciting game. Really looking forward to how Oswego matches up against the Utica Pioneers. They're really going to be bringing out all pucks blazing. Really looking forward to a good matchup here, Sebastian.
Both teams are considering this to be something a little bit extra special. And just to give all of you viewers at home an idea of how special this game really is, our own WTOP-10 sports reporter Matt Stone is going to give you a little look as to how amazing this day really is for all those involved.
Okay, thanks, Sebastian. I'm inside the Carrier Dome right now, about 2 hours away from puck drop. Now, basketball and hockey have been played in the Carrier Dome. Basketball with the likes of Carmelo Anthony, football with the likes of Donovan McNabb, but never has ice hockey been played, and that's what will happen here today. The Oswego Lakers and the Utica Pioneers set to battle today here in the Toyota Frozen Dome. The attendance, a mark of 5,800, record once set at an NCAA D3 game between Plattsburgh and Elmira. Oswego and Utica, they both have huge fan bases. We'll see if that number gets broken here today at the Toyota Frozen Dome. Reporting for WTOP-10 Sports, I'm Matt Stone.
And thank you so much, Matt. An understatement would be that everybody partaking in today's event is excited, but we're all here. All of the skaters are out there on the ice right now getting warmed up. It really is something special, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it almost feels like a winter classic atmosphere. Absolutely. You know, some of these players, you'll think about the memories they'll make here for their programs, all 4 years they are here, or it doesn't matter how many years they are here, they're going to remember this day. They're going to remember this game because this is going to be a memory that they're not going to forget.
Yeah, especially because these are two relatively smaller schools. So to come and play in an atmosphere that's this big, I know we were a little overwhelmed when we first got here, but coming into this kind of atmosphere, being such a big event, I think it's really going to be fun and exciting to see how it really plays out on the ice.
Now, we all know that both of these teams do a lot of good on the ice, but there are always efforts being made by many athletic programs off the ice.
Sure.
One effort specifically for the Oswego State side is the Lakers Athletic Challenge. The Lakers Athletic Challenge is an opportunity for athletes and coaches, both past and present, to show their Oswego pride. Part of this challenge includes 600 individuals competing 600 individuals, I should say, participating and making donations. They're looking for at least 600 so we can get Dan Shia, class of 1968, to donate $25,000 to the athletics department, as well as, if that goal is hit, Nancy Smith-Salisbury, class of 1993, will make a $15,000 donation to the fund for Oswego. If everybody participating makes a minimum gift of $25, they will be able to qualify as a participant. And the men's and women's programs that have the highest percentage of alumni donations will get an additional $1,000 for their team. 440 people have participated thus far, and this challenge will run until December 31st. When we come back from this break, we're going to have more of the X's and O's on the matchup that we are about to see between the Oswego State Lakers and the Utica Pioneers. Stay with us. You're watching the Frozen Dome Classic from the Carrier Dome in Syracuse.
Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP-10 News at 10. I'm Rob Hackford.
And I'm Marissa Sarback. Thanks for tuning in.
It's been amazing with Blaze and Josh on air working together. I think it's really helping Oswego Sports Update climb to new heights. But sometimes they tend to fight like siblings.
How's the rundown coming, shortstop?
He's not even that tall. Hey, how's the weather up there?
It's a constant battle between them to be the best they can be. But there's one thing they gotta remember that's so good about this show. It's me.
She's looking at me. I'm going to get her number.
Dude, she bumped into me first. I had to... No,
Oswego is a very easy place to love.
It's a place where everybody can really follow exactly what they want to do.
There's the flexibility where you can try new things.
It's really easy to get involved here.
Everyone here is really friendly.
A lot of fun. There's always something to do.
Oswego has come to be my home.
Love it.
Love it. Definitely love Oswego.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Hello and welcome back to the Carrier Dome from Syracuse University with your pregame coverage of the Oswego State Lakers versus the Utica Pioneers. Back over here in the press box, we have me, Sebastian Edmond, alongside me, Matt Moran, Benny Blue. Guys, a lot of good stuff is happening today, and no matter who you talk to, all there is elation over today's events.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the fans, we know the Oswego State faithful are very faithful, and they're going to be coming in droves to come here to support their Laker team. The opportunity to come to the Carrier Dome and watch a hockey game is just from a player's standpoint, from a broadcasting standpoint, everyone is very excited for this event.
Yeah, it's an exciting matchup for both teams, definitely. I remember we were down getting lunch in town, and we saw a couple Utica Pioneer jerseys down there, so Oswego and Utica are definitely well represented here at the Carrier Dome, for sure.
Good representation from both ends, but then, of course, you have to consider the players and coaches actually involved in the game. Matt Stone, our very own WTOP-10 reporter, talked to a couple of individuals from both sides of the ice to describe their feelings on how great this experience is.
The Oswego State Lakers are certainly excited and thrilled that they're playing in the Frozen Dome Classic. Oswego State captain Bobby Gerstakis says that it's truly an honor to be taking part in such a historic event.
It's a real honor to be chosen over some of the D1 teams that are in the area. But you know what, the guys want to win, and it's still a game at the end of the day, and we want the W there. So we have to work hard the same way we've been working all year.
Utica forward Justin Hogan not only hopes that the Pioneers come out victorious today, but also that this is a memory that he'll be able to cherish for the rest of his life.
I get more anxious than anything. I think it's going to be something that I'll be able to tell my kids one day, and something that I can say that I've done that most people will never get the chance to do. So,
Oswego head coach Ed Gosek did recognize the magnitude of today's events, but he also is a little bit concerned about getting all of his guys into the lineup.
Unfortunately, we have to make tough decisions on the lineup a lot. We'd love to get everybody in the game because it's going to be an awesome opportunity for those guys that do get to suit up. And, for the coaches, hey, we want to enjoy it too.
On the other hand, Utica head coach Gary Heenan really has no idea what to expect coming into today's matchup.
We have no idea what to expect going up there, how many thousands of fans will show up, but every indication is that we're in the running to break the Division III record. It'll be a lot of fun, and we don't know what to expect, so we expect the unexpected, but it's a great thing to be invited to and be a part of.
A little bit of history on the line here today. Utica and Oswego will make a run at the Division III single game attendance mark of 5,600. It was set in 2008 in the NCAA semifinals as Plattsburgh took on Elmira. Reporting for WTOP-10 Sports, I'm Matt Stone.
Thank you so much, Matt. You guys can definitely see how the coaches, some important players, definitely are excited. You can see it in their eyes. Anybody that gets a chance to participate in this, which could be possibly record-setting depending on how the crowd turns out, we hope to have a very good game here. The contest today is going to be a little bit of a short turnaround for both of these teams as they both had contests yesterday, Benny.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how well Oswego can maintain that fire that they had yesterday against Brockport. Now, that game did end in a tie, but make no mistake about it, I was able to catch up with some of the players, and they told me that even though that it was still a tie, they're fiery, it might as well have been a loss for them, so they're really looking forward to seeing how well they can come out and produce against Utica.
Yeah, from Oswego State standpoint, that game against Brockport, you might be able to get put a point in conference play, but still, that was a game they should have won. They blew the lead late in the game, took the lead late with less than 5 minutes left, and allowed Brockport to tie it up. So definitely, they're gonna have some fire in them going into this game to try to win a big game over Utica in a non-conference matchup.
And we know that Utica is also coming off of a loss yesterday as well, so both of these teams look to bounce back from the results of yesterday. Let's take a look at what these two teams have done this season thus far, as well as what they've done against each other. There have been a lot of close meetings between both of these sides. They've met 10 times since 2009, 2010, twice a year, and 7 of the contests have been decided by 1 goal. Benny, do the previous matchups between these two teams make any sort of difference on how this game today will be played?
Absolutely it does, Sebastian. I was actually looking at that the most because I remember last year in the Pathfinder Classic and then also in regular season play, Oswego did win all 3 of those games, and it was definitely a very unique game. It was a very unique setting, but they were very tough matchups. They were very well fought by both sides. Utica came out and they pressured, but Oswego came out on top, so looking forward to seeing how that translates here at the Carrier Dome.
These are two very well-produced programs in Division III hockey. Utica, they've been to Frozen Fours. We know Oswego State looking for their 6th straight Frozen Four this season. You know, both teams have gone head-to-head. They tied in Oswego last year in that Pathfinder Classic. Oswego winning in shootout, but doesn't count for them. But either way, it's two teams that know each other very well. They're right in this 3-1-5 region, and they know how to play each other very well. So it'll be a great matchup between the Pioneers and Lakers.
It absolutely should be. Continuing on the thoughts of the Lakers, they have been having a very good season, remaining undefeated until the tie yesterday. Utica, their record is not exactly where they want it to be. They currently stand at 1-4-1, but going back to Oswego, their hard work has resulted in them being the #2 team in the country by the USCHO polls, finally getting a couple of first place votes away from St. Norbert, who has been unanimously the #1 team up until the most recent poll.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was great for them to be able to get some first place votes, getting some recognition for what they've been doing. But honestly, this tough stretch of games, 5 games in 9 days. They had that first one yesterday with a tie against Brockport. If they don't bring it together and win this game against a tough non-conference opponent in Utica, they're not going to get that recognition that they deserve. So honestly, this is a big game for them to try to stay up in the polls, to try to compete for #1. This game will really decide that.
Yeah, and we've been talking about this for a couple weeks now, because Oswego's been kind of right there behind St. Norwich, and really seeing how well can they move up and what's it going to take for them to do it. I think a win here at the Carrier Dome against Utica, it doesn't so much determine it since it's non-conference, but I think definitely looking forward to Geneseo, Plattsburgh, and all the other games again after that is going to definitely make a big difference on how well this team is perceived as a #1 contender.
The result of this game is going to really play a heavy role on the men between the pipes. For both teams, we're seeing the first appearance of Matt Zawadski since the first game this season. He will be getting the start for the Oswego State Lakers. On the other side, senior Mike Taff, 1-1 on the year thus far. They're going to be squaring off, looking at each other from across the ice. How important are their roles in this game, Matt?
When you think about Zawadski, this is his first appearance since that first regular season game against Buffalo State. He only played just over a period, giving up those 3 goals, was pulled, and then we saw Justin Gilbert take over the starting position from there. Now he gets a chance to be back between the pipes, and what a situation we put back in there in this Frozen Dome Classic. So, he's definitely got a chance, the opportunity to show he deserves to be a starting goaltender from here on out. We'll see how it happens for him.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how well Mike Taft can do against this really high-powered Oswego offense that we know guys can score goals on those power plays. We saw last night that they can score goals in that regulation time too. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how well can he stand up against him. Can his defense help him out? Because him between the pipes for Utica is a very good situation for him, and Matt Zawadski down on the other end. It would be very, very fun to watch as well.
Now, each of you two have a player to watch in this contest.
Absolutely.
Matt, you have somebody for the Pioneers.
Well, for the Utica, you think about Brent Wold. He's playing on that top line for the Utica Pioneers. 3 goals, but all 3 his goals coming on the power play, kind of like a Matt Galati on the Utica team. Looking out for him, the Oswego State Lakers would definitely have to watch him, especially if they're on the penalty kill.
And Benny, your player to watch for the Lakers.
Sebastian, I got number 21, sophomore Kenny Neal. He's on that 3rd line, and he is a difference maker. Let me tell you, last year in the Pathfinder Classic and in regular season, we talked about against Utica scoring 3 combined goals in games with a pair of assists. This season he's got 5 goals, 6 assists, and is in second in points behind Matt Galati with 11. Definitely going to want to watch out for him because he's been a difference maker thus far.
Guys, we're inching closer and closer to that point where we throw it over to the guys that have the call, Dan I and Matt Jackson. So, moment of truth. Both of these teams didn't quite get the results that they wanted yesterday. Today is their time to change it in front of a very different setting for both of these teams. What is your prediction for the game? Benny, I'll start with you.
I think it's going to come down to a very close game, and I have Oswego taking this 4-2. I don't think it's going to be a high-powered offensive battle back and forth. 2 very good goalies. We know Matt Zawadski's very good. We know Mike Taft can produce. How well can it be defended? I think Oswego's got this one 4-2.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Benny, that this is not going to be that huge blowout in offense. I mean, you think about Oswego State offense is a very high-powered offense, but this was an ice that was just put down earlier this week. It's going to to be, I think, some sloppy play in the first period. So look for a low-scoring game on Sean Sawatsky being a big guy for Oswego State. Lakers win this one 3-1.
Boys, thank you so much for your insight, and you will be seeing us a little bit later on after our first period of action. But right after this break, we're going to be sending it over to Dan I and Matt Jackson, who have your call of today's game between the Lakers and the Pioneers. Stay with us. You're watching the Frozen Dome Classic from Syracuse, New York.
Innovation in teaching methods has been a hallmark of SUNY Oswego since our founding as a teacher's training institution in 1861. This creative spirit still thrives in the SUNY Oswego School of Education. With 9 undergraduate major tracks and 21 graduate programs, the School of Education is just one more great thing about SUNY Oswego. The SUNY Oswego School of Business is nationally accredited by the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business International. The school offers 7 undergraduate majors, a full MBA program, and 2 unique 5-year combined Bachelor MBA programs in accounting and psychology. The School of Business, just one more great thing about SUNY Oswego.
Hey, Matt, we're doing basketball this weekend, right?
No, Blaze, I told you we're doing hockey.
We did hockey last weekend.
I don't care, we're doing hockey this weekend again.
It's basketball season.
It's hockey season.
Basketball.
Hockey.
Basketball.
Hockey. Basketball. College hockey.
Why not both?
Each and every day
is another opportunity to make a difference.
Another opportunity to become better than you were before.
Let us not forget
all the wondrous things already accomplished.
But the past is the past.
Both the highest of highs and the lowest of lows
exist no longer.
Today is a new day to unite with your brothers and sisters in arms.
And set forth what you've come here to do.
Some consider this to be only a game.
For others,
it's a reflection of something more. Something much, much,
much,
much more.
Because today,
as you skate onto the ice one more time,
as you embrace the surface that you call your second home,
you fully commit to making a difference.
You fully accept that your life will be changed.
Win,
lose,
or draw.
You willingly push your body
beyond any limit previously established.
And for only 60 minutes,
the only thing that matters
is your blood,
sweat,
tears,
heart,
dedication,
and the name on your chest. This is Oswego State Lakers hockey. We are not in Kansas anymore. We're not even in Oz anymore. We are here inside the Carrier Dome on the campus of Syracuse University. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, I should say. Welcome. My name is Dan, and I'm joined by Matt Jackson. And as we get the starting lineups for the Utica Pioneers right now, Matt, this is unlike anything we've ever seen.
Dan, the feeling in the building since we got to the door, since we saw the players arrive here, there's an energy here. There's a certain aspect that is into this game that is bigger than anything we've ever seen before and anything these players have ever seen before. This is going to be something that they tell to their kids in the future. This is going to be something that we remember, Dan. This event today is more than just a hockey game. It's an event, and both teams know that. But at the end of the day, though, it is an event, but it is a game. Each team isn't going to win, and one team isn't going to lose. That's what we need to find out today, Dan, and that's why we play the game.
And both teams not getting the result they wanted last night. Oswego tying 4-4 with Brockport. Utica losing 4-1 at home against Newman. Certainly not the result they expected, so we see two new goaltenders tonight. The starting lineup the same for the Lakers. One little switch. Christian York moves back to the fourth line. Brandon Adams back to his regular spot at the right wing. You see him there as he circles around. But Matt Sawatsky gets the start between the pipes, and on the other end, Utica, Mike Taft gets his shot. A senior versus a sophomore. And Matt, looking at this one, Matt Sawatsky, we haven't seen him since Buff State. They talked about it in the pregame. This is his chance to prove that he's going to be that #1 guy.
Yeah, Dan, it's kind of just a repetitive repeat of last year. Zawaski, he was a freshman. Justin Gilbert, it was his team. Gilbert lost the starting job. Zawaski took over. As you take a look at him there, he's amping himself up. Dan, this is Zawaski's team now, and he's won the job back due to Gilbert's loss. So let's see if Zawaski can handle the pressure of having the team back.
All right, and we are going to take a moment here in just a second as the Lakers head to their respective blue line for the national anthem.
The singing of our national anthem. Today's national anthem will be performed by the Robert Bradley Elementary Chorus.
And as we are approaching puck drop, Matt, taking a look at this team, Utica, a team that's suffering a little bit of what Oswego saw last year. Not a lot of seniors on this roster. Starting a freshman up top in Brett Wold. He was one of the players to watch tonight. And looking at the rest of their starting lineup, Hogan, Educati, as well as Zajner and Kirasitz. It's going to be a tough lineup tonight for the Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers are going to have to come out strong. This is a young team. They're very fast, and they have a very good power play, Dan. Special teams is going to be something to watch for tonight because both teams have a very spectacular power play percentage. Utica with a 34% success rate and Oswego a 40% power play rate. Both those amazing numbers for either side. So as we're going to get ready here, the ceremonial puck drop will be taking place in the corner. Dan, this is something that Coach Ed Gosick and, of course, Gary Heenan is very excited for. This event, this ceremony is beyond belief.
And if you've been to a Laker hockey game, At any point, you may notice the man on the right of your screen there. Billy, one of the biggest fans of Oswego State Athletics. He's at every home game. He is always there, and he gets his moment to be recognized tonight. As you hear it there, the PA announcer, a good moment for him to get that recognition. The fans so much a part of the heart and soul of this team, and they travel well as they have tonight to the Dome, Matt.
Billy is a season ticket holder for all sporting events here at SUNY Oswego, where either it's soccer, basketball, hockey. You'll always see Billy riding around, and what a great time this is for Billy. This is something that the school likes to give back. It's just something that Oswego can do for Billy in this awesome, awesome event.
And Mike Baird taking the ceremonial puck drop against Bobby Gertsakis. You see, Matt just kind of taken back by the moment. You look around, the crowd looks somewhat sparse from our angle, but that's just because this arena can hold so many people. An absolutely epic moment for us, for Oswego Athletics, for Utica Athletics, across the board. But looking ahead to today's game, Matt, taking a look at the starting lineup. Last night, the Lakers were quick. They were hot right off the start and just couldn't parry a goal past Jared Lockhurst. What do they got to do tonight to get past Mike Taft?
Well, they're going to have to work on the power play. As much as it seems like that is a problem, last night they were 1 for 4 on the power play, and they're now 40% for the year. Galati looked human last night. The defense of Brockport was all over Matt Galati on that far side. Alex Bond and Bobby Gertsakis were trying to get him the puck, but he couldn't put it in the net. So, like I said earlier, Dan, special teams, something to look out for the Lakers.
Yeah, 44% of the power play. Utica not too bad themselves. They sit at 36.5%, above 1 out of 3. If you're scoring that often, that's a pretty good power play percentage. Utica coming in at 1-4-1. The Lakers 5-0-1. That tie last night certainly playing in mind. Things to watch tonight, Matt. Obviously, you have to watch the game, but the ice conditions as well. It's going to be interesting to see the Lakers, so much speed, how they get slowed down.
Yeah, Dan, we were down there earlier taking a look at the ice during the prior game to this, which was the Utica Fire Department and Police Department taking on the Syracuse Fire Department and Police Department, which is a great event. And the ice just seemed a little choppy about halfway through, so it was also something that was mentioned by head coach Gary Heenan of the Utica Pioneers. So, like you said, Dan, ice conditions are going to be something very particular to watch out for. See how fast or slow the puck will be moving on the surface.
Something we've started to get accustomed to. These throwback jerseys that the Lakers are wearing to honor the 50 years of Oswego hockey. They wore them last weekend. They wear them tonight as we're ready to get underway here at center ice. The face-off one back, and we are underway in the Frozen Dome Classic. Possessed and dumped right down into the Oswego end. Hogan steered it down there. It goes behind the net. Tied up there, trying to move it along. Bounces right to the front. Zawadski with a quick pad save. Gertsakis legs it out, gets it to Adams. He goes cross ice. Water Street dumps it in, and he'll chase it into the corner. Going all the way around to the far side, bounces back, and Zajner will take it behind his net. Leaves it for his defensive partner, Kirasitz. Slowing things down, another cross ice pass. That one takes a funny bounce. As its trap comes out to the blue line and stopped right there. Morgan Bonner gets it and goes into the corner for the Lakers. He collides with his man there, Zajner. Bonner tied up. Kirasitz and Zajner both watching him there. Ref yelling at them to move it, and they do. They get it around behind the net. Hogan steers it ahead, kept in, and now bounces out. As Sean Federer couldn't keep it there.
Physicality to keep it, something to look out for here, Dan. Sorry to cut you off. The moment here is just so built up. You gotta make sure you guys stay out of the box as Holshoff throws an early hit there.
The physicality, nothing that will be lost here. Both teams like to throw the body. Holshoff back to Reve in his second game of the year. Good welcome back weekend for him. Holshoff off the boards, down behind the net. Taft can't stop it. It wings all the way around. Carter takes a hit there from Neal. Neal tries to get it, can't get it to Montagna. It's dumped back behind the net. Swung around onto the near side boards. Bounce through center. Taken away, and Oswego will control again. Reve through center ice. Neal now connects to Holshoff. Holshoff cutting to the slot. Lets that one go high. And Taft gloves it for a quick save. We're only a minute and 40 in. We got our first stoppage.
Yeah, Dan. Coach goes and rolling 2 lines here early. We're just 2 minutes into this game and only rolling 2 lines so far. Be ready, because here comes the big boys with Alex Bond and Matt Galati.
Botten will take the draw matched up against number 8, Nick Miglio. They win the draw. Utica Trunk dumps it across, but there's no one home there. Mike Wills takes a hit, can't clear it. And coming right back to Utica. Tries to throw it right to the front. Miglio tries to make a move. Herlihy takes him down. No call there. Bounced into the corner. Wills tries to get it out. Can't connect with Galati. Steered back. Baird feeds it across, and it's dumped in by Stefan. Ragaseo plays it off the boards. Kept into the zone. Botten settles it down. A nice pass there to Herlihy. He gets tied up. Can't get there. Galati tries to throw it right to the middle, and he scores! Galati found Herlihy, and the Lakers take a 1-0 lead.
A dangerous play there by Mike Taff as he comes out to play the puck. It goes over to the corner. Matt Galati finding Herlihy on the back door. Great positioning there. Like I said, this line very dangerous always. Herlihy makes it a 1-0 early Oswego State Lakers lead.
And that one looked harmless as you take a look at the replay. Just a fight into the corner. Misplayed. Taft gives it right to Galati, throws it across, and Herlihy, who had had the original chance, followed it up there. As you see another look from behind the net, Taft just never recovered into position. And the Lakers jump on top early. Now behind the net, now Utica reeling all the momentum in the Oswego favor. Try to get it back here. Fourth line out there for Oswego. Barton, Ferreira, and York. Pinched and kept in. And into the corner by Johnson. Behind the net, Barton tries to tie his man up, can't do it. Ferreira can't keep it in. Now it's tossed out through center ice. Sakis lays it down, plays it off the boards. York dumps it in and bails out. As we get a whistle there, looks like that one caught the netting up at the top of the glass. Matt, this is not a normal rink in terms of the netting. A lot of times you have that real high net that closes off the end. It's a lot lower today.
Yeah, we saw how many pucks? Maybe 4 or 5 go into the stands all around during the warm-up. So keep a heads up, everybody out there, because this would be a great game and the pucks will be flying.
Face-off coming up here. One by Utica, tried to feed through center, doesn't get there, off the glass, and now into the Oswego end. They will chase it there, goes to the corner, can't be knocked down by Wold. Adams plays it off the glass, out of the zone, tries to settle it down there, as Tapp has to clear it into the corner. There's Kirasits that couldn't control it. Bounce back, coming now through center, trying to break out Hogan. Got his man, it's dumped in by Edgicati. Wold ties up with Reve. Reve comes away ahead there. Slowly tipped on in as the Lakers will make some changes. Taft stops it behind his own net as Utica looks to regroup. Stepping through center ice is Adowu. He tries to get it away. Ragaseo pinched off, manages to get it in, but an offsides. Chris Ragaseo stepping up on the play. Good looking play, but was in over the line.
Good play by Ragaseo, but a better play there by defenseman Colin Schultz stepping up and getting the stick on that puck, causing the offsides and a line change. It was top line against top line, and Utica looked a little tired on the back end there, so line change for both sides.
A little chippy behind the linesman there. Can't see who that is. Looks like it might be Neal tied up with his man. Ragaseo wings that one in, takes a funny bounce, goes right on Taft. Comes back out over the line. Ragaseo across to Wills. Wills up, tipped right in by Hulshoff. Montagna chases into the corner, going in there with Stefan. Bounces back to the point with Ragaseo. He swings it down low. Neal tied up there. He's tied up with Baird. Bounces up, manages to come out of the zone, and LaFosse legs through center, tries to reach his man, and that one just doesn't connect, as that was Valenti going to the front of the net.
Mike Wills being caught out of position there, almost a backdoor pass getting through for the Utica team.
Kenny Neal working down along the boards, pinched out by his man, can't get it out. The heck behind the net goes Sagener. Utica trying to come back with a full head of steam there. Tying up his man on the play. Gritsakis now gets it ahead. Botten can't keep it in the zone. Gritsakis just wings it on in, hits a body, doesn't make it all the way into the zone. Now it goes behind Taft. Karasets plays it off the boards and out of the zone. Good move there as Johnson gets run over, but it comes back now with Botten. Botten stepping it over the line, has Herlihy, lets that shot go just wide. He had the screen but couldn't find the net. Now back to the point to Johnson, across to Gritsakis, and he gives it away, and here's an opportunity for Utica. Coming away, trying to back check was Johnson, and he tied up his man nicely there as Luke Bobby had the chance for the Pioneers.
Luke Bobby denied by the stick of Matt Zawoski. He makes another waffle save there. Lakers looking a little distraught on the back end.
This line, Botten, Hurlihan, Galati had a lot of trouble back checking through the first couple of games of the season. Not so good on the defensive end, really good on the power play. But you saw it there, as that was Gertzakis and Johnson, the top line. They just got split, and Bobby had all the space in the world. Johnson managed to get back just in time. Barton with it now, tries to play it along, does, and offside as Ferrer was in over the line a little too early. And look at a face-off just outside the Utica end. And take another look at the replay. Here you see that breakaway. Ooh, good play by Stephen Johnson. Just ties him up enough to take that opportunity away.
Stephen Johnson getting the stick near the hands. No call made. Could be questionable, but Luke Bobby just gets denied. Could get the puck up in the air on the backhand.
Federo plays it along. Ferrer knocks it down. Plays it off the boards in front of the Utica bench, and York will chase it into the corner. York steers away from his man, gets it back to the point, and Reve. Reve lets that shot go wide. Pinching Federo, keeps it in. Federo tries to find York. York delivers a big hit, shot goes wide. Some physicality and some skill there. A 1-2 combo of a hit and a shot for the Lakers. Tied up now right at center ice. York's in there, Barton as well. For the Lakers, a stick goes flying. That's Christian York's twig. As Utica manages to get it into the zone with Hogan. Hogan tries to go wide. Around Reve, has to go all the way behind the net. Now watched by Federo. To the top of the point. He lets a shot go, block it away by Zawodzki. Down below the net. That was Wold. That couldn't get it to the front. York just going to step over center and dump it in. A bad play there. Christian York. Ooh, almost got tagged for the icing there. The linesman right at center ice had his arm up, but they waved it off. Dumped into the corner next to Zawodzki. Bounced off the end boards. Brandon Adams tries to steer it back. Now he gets it again. Behind his net, Wills gives it away. That was Wold, almost took it again. Wold, the freshman, buzzing around right at the beginning here. Adams stepping over the blue line for the Lakers. Tries to go around his man. Throws it on net. Saved by Taft. More traffic in front, bouncing around. And Taft manages to make the save and cover up. Good movement there by the Lakers.
Back and forth we go, Dan. Wold at the one chance on Zawodzki and then back the other way. As you're going to take a look at this replay here, the Lakers coming in. Brandon Adams gets a shot near side. Rebound and banging on the doorstep there where the Lakers almost be able to bang it home, but a great job hugging that post by Mike Taft.
And Utica player excused from the face-off as taking it. Then Samuels Thomas loses the draw, and it's one back. The Lakers let the shot go. That one never gets through. Adams tried to fire one high. Now here come Utica coming back 2-on-2. Regaseo tries to tie up his man in Samuels Thomas. Manages to get the puck away. Throwing around. Taking a hit on the play was Bonner, but he manages to get it out. Water Street can't throw it to the middle. Wills ties up his man, but it goes to the corner. Once again, Regaseo buries his guy. No arm up there. Bounces to the front and goes wide. Now on the play, that was Samuels Thomas. He lost the draw and got hit twice. He had a rough shift. Brandon Adams gets tied up with the blue line. Bounce was right back. Utica trying in the middle of a change. Now Kenny Neal's going to step in for the Lakers. Tries to go around his man, taken away nicely by Zajner.
For a second there, there's only 4 Utica players out there. Tough transition there for the Lakers. Could have capitalized, but great job getting back by the Pioneers.
Trying to get it out there is Montagna. Now it's taken away. Thrown through center by Johnson. Dumped in Montagna and Hulshoff to chase. They're met there by Carter, who steers it away, and Utica will come right back now. A little bit of back and forth as we go here. Shot, faked. Now goes wide. Pat saved by Zawodzki. Doesn't know where it is. And we'll get a face-off to the left of Matt Zawodzki. A good opportunity there.
Matt Zawodzki, great job closing up the pads there. On the far side, it was Bobby Gertzakis who got faked out on the slap shot, but luckily was able to recover, and now Zawodzki with a nice save. Johnson also a good job covering up the slot. Good opportunities coming, though, for Utica.
After the quick goal by this line that's out there right now for the Lakers, Utica managed to put some pressure on.
And Nick Reve will set up the play behind his own net, and the Lakers will try and break out. Here's the top line of Botten and Galati.
Botten with a giveaway there. As they come right back, Reve has to watch his man going to the outside. Kicked back to the point, down low again. Hurley tries to chip it out, gets it to Bott. Bott loses an edge on the ice and goes down. Now Galati carries on with Hurley. Galati stops right at the dot, tries to get it back to Bott, and he can't do it and just has to steer it into the corner. On the net, Utica going to come back once again, but caught making a change, looking for that man right by their bench. But every time he's been stepping off the ice.
That's twice now that Utica Pioneers have made a little bit of a miscommunication on the line change. They have to work that out.
Steered back, Ragaseo with a nice move there. Manages to get around a couple players. Botten just throws it on net. As he makes changes, the fourth line out there for Oswego now. As we get a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be a slash, and the Lakers are going to go to a penalty kill here. Almost halfway through the first period. I didn't see who's going to get the gate.
Looks like Dave Ferreira came like a bat out of hell right off the bench and went right in there. And I guess it was too much of a hack for the officials' liking. As we're going to take a look at the replay coming up in a couple of seconds. Dave Ferreira, he's a spark for this team though, Dan. He's a transfer, and he's new to the team. Excuse me, he's a freshman. And take a look at here, comes right in, stick on the hands. Dave Ferreira, freshman from the New Jersey Hitmen. He's been in the last couple games. He's been a real spark for this team, but now the Lakers have to be aware of this very dangerous power play coming up for Utica.
Chipped out, and Adams is going to chase down in the offensive zone. Valenti has it, manages to steer it back and chase away from Adams. Utica going to try to set things up here as they walk in over the blue line. Fed back, Hogan to the point. Shot never gets through, bounces right in the crease. He can't see it. And now it comes out, and the Lakers will dump it down again with Adams.
Brandon Adams, right place, right time, able to bat that puck away. Puck was sitting there lonely just outside the blue paint for a couple seconds. Great job of the Lakers to find it and get it out of the zone.
40 seconds gone in the penalty. Ferreira thrown across ice by Edgicati. Edgicati at the point, has it again. The referee at center ice just went down. That's what the crowd's yelling about. As it now goes back over to the corner. The Lakers will take it away, and they'll have a chance to leg it out with Sean Federer. Federer makes one man miss, tries to go around another in LaFosse. As this one now will come back, 4-on-3, until Federer can rejoin his teammates. Back to the point, now down low again. Up top, point to point, and having it there is Adowu. Adowu gets it back, thinks about it, now sends one down low. That one hits a skate of Brevet. He can't clear it out of the zone, kept in by La Jeunesse. Another puck thrown high, bounces right through the crease, and that one just missed. That was close there. Zawadzki didn't see it, changed direction. Walking out in the front, Zawadzki with a big chest protector save, knocks it down and swallows up the rebound.
Big game pressure, Matt Zawadzki loves it. The block shot opportunity almost caused some problems for the Oswego State Lakers. Matt Zawadzki, take a look at this replay, on the back door, waiting for it, but couldn't get there. The pass did not go through the blue paint. Nice cover by Matt Zawadzki, Dan.
The Lakers still with 24 seconds to kill in the penalty as it comes back to the point. Utica trying to set things up one final time. Right around his man, thrown right to the front of the net. That one just goes over the top as Wold was the one that let it go. Back again, kept in. As that one's thrown right to the front and catches the mesh. Everyone looks over the railing. There's a souvenir sitting there for somebody if they can reach it.
A lot of buys in front there, Dan. Matt Zawadzki able to find that puck. But Coach Gross, can't be happy with his team with all that pressure in front of Matt Zawadzki. The Lakers got to do a better job. Mike Wills had a little bit of problems trying to get his man out of the blue paint. But only 7 seconds remaining on this power play for Utica.
Back to the point. Utica winning all sorts of faceoffs to start. That shot from the point never gets through. The Lakers will manage to get it away. And the penalty is over. Oswego immediately trying to put some pressure on as it's kicked back into the zone. Water Street watching his man there. Now it comes through center. Ragaseo just chips it back. Adams finds Water Street walking in 2-on-3 with Bonner. Bonner circles, takes a hit from behind. Water Street steers it around, watched by Karasitz. Getting it away, and now Utica will be able to break back out. Slowly over the line. Steps Bobby. Bobby lets that one go high, catches the glass. Water Street trying to turn up, get past Miglio. As Bonner will just send it on in, and they'll head off for a line change. 7:40 remaining in the first. Oswego leads 1-0 on a Mitchell Herlihy goal. Now walking in, Miglio lets that shot go wide. Zawadzki out at the top of the blue ice to knock that one away. And now Hulshoff coming back with Neal. Hulshoff steps over the line and Taft gloves that one. Neal going to the front. And he gets a little extra how do you do there. A good opportunity. The Lakers haven't had a shot on goal in quite a long time, Matt.
Yeah, I was just going to mention shots, Dan. The Lakers have been kept out of the offensive zone for some time now. Let's take one last look at that save there made by Mike Taft. The shots, though, Dan, are pretty even, both sides. A lot of good opportunities for both teams. The Lakers just up 1-0.
One kept in at the point. Galati was trying to walk in. That one gets blocked in front, never gets through. Pinching there, that's Johnson. Out there, he's got it again. He sends it behind the net. Neal has it. Neal tries to throw it to the front, can't get it. Montagna takes care of business behind the net. Montagna tied up there by Valenti. He can't get it out. Bounces right to the front. Looking behind him was Taft, but it wasn't there. And it comes back through center, kept in. Johnson plays it off the boards. Montagna ties up, gets it back down to Hulshoff. Hulshoff trying to get to the front, muscled off there nicely. And the Pioneers now are able to clear the zone. Chipped up into the air and all the way down the ice by Samuels Thomas. And the Pioneers will make changes. Hulshoff slowly through center ice. Tips it, Botten can't get it down into the offensive end. Now it goes down. Galati had it tied up in his skates. He had Botten with him, but couldn't get away there from Carter. Bounces again, Utica coming back. That shot hits Federer's stick and pops straight up into the air. And we'll have another stoppage in the face-off to the left of Matt Zawadzki.
Looks like Botten collided with Galati in the offensive zone, which pushed Galati off the puck. So missed opportunity there for the Lakers. And right back the other way came the Utica Pioneers. And another opportunity, like I said earlier, Dan, shots are real close, 7-6 in favor of Utica. It's a very close game as there's another one there taken, but just off the net.
That one goes over the net. Reve now with it behind the net. Galati tries to clear it off the boards, gets it away. Herlihy out of the zone, takes a big hit there from Hogan. Hogan can't get it away. Oswego has to tag up. As it's swung back in, Utica trying to walk out of their own zone. That was Botten watching his man there. And not a smart play by Adobu as we're going to have an icing against the Pioneers.
Face-off coming back to the other end of the zone to the left of Mr. Taft.
Lakers choosing to send out Ferreira, York, and Barton, the fourth line. The offensive faceoff. York goes right to the corner, can't win it away from Carter. Pinch back, kept into the zone as that one goes steered to the corner by Staff.
A lot of heavy legs for Utica right now as they luckily get the puck in the neutral zone ice. And all three forwards going for a change right now for Utica.
Regasale throws the pass back to York, leaves it at the point for Barton. Barton circling down low, tries to go behind the net, pinched out by two Pioneers there, but it's kept in by the Lakers. York throws it off the boards behind the net. Trying to throw right to the front of the net, takes a funny bounce. Taft can't find it, it goes behind the net to the other side. Ferreira can't keep it in. Now with a pinch, it is kept in. Barton has it as he gets tied up by his man there. Behind the net, the Lakers trying to go right to the front. Christian York had an opportunity there, and the Lakers are buzzing with this line. Regasale lets that one go up. Sounds like the back of the net there. Ferreira steers it back for York. York tied up by Valenti. Trying to get away as it's stuck along the boards there. Kept, now the Lakers trying to go to the front again. That one bounces right to the slot, kept in. Regasale lets that one go, he scores! Regasale slid into the high slot and let it go. And the Lakers lead 2-1, 2-0, excuse me.
Great job there by the Lakers, Dan. Playing their type of hockey. They kept the puck into their own zone, into the offensive zone for such a long time, tearing down the legs of the Utica Pioneers defensemen. As we take a look at the replay here, here's the opportunity. Regasale waits, toe drag, fires, bang! It is 2-0, Oswego State Lakers.
You see the other angle here, Taft looking around. He never saw that until it was past him. Good screen set by the Lakers, and they've got a 2-0 lead as a result. This game looking a little bit opposite of what the Lakers played last night. Utica with a lot of offensive opportunities, but Oswego keeps cashing in. Brought out of the zone. Tied up right at the line. A whole mess of bodies there. 4 Pioneers, 3 Lakers. He's cleared back out. Now coming through center ice is Bobby. Trying to go wide around his man Miglio. Tied up, watched by Gertzakis. Back to the point. Over across to Karasitz. Karasitz back to Zajner. to Kirasitz. Adams trying to bother him, can't get it out of the zone. Bounces behind the net all the way around. Johnson leaves it back for Bonner. Bonner behind his own net. Patiently feeds it off to Johnson, who has all sorts of space in front of him to leg it out. Plays it off the boards, chipped in by the Lakers, and they'll make some changes. A lot of tired legs for them there. See them pretty slow on the change as they try to avoid getting caught here. Coming right back, shot. Big rebound there by Zawadzki, bounces in front, and it manages to be cleared, not out of the zone. This one thrown right to the front, poked away, as Federer took it right off the stick of McVeigh. Another one bounces right to the front off the skate of McVeigh and into the corner. Federer chips it away, Holshoff trying to get out of the zone. Hits his man, now Federer legs it away, coming with Neal. Montagna trying to join the rush. Federer can't get the shot away, and it goes to the corner. Montagna now to Neal. Holshoff can't get around his man, has it in his skates. Gets it back to the point, now Federer. Federer across, McVeigh lets that one go just wide, as that one was low and got through. Federer with it again. Federer throws that one to the front. That one never gets through, as it's brought back out of the zone. This puck moving slowly on this choppy ice. The Lakers trying to come back and can't do it. Pioneers now stepping over center. Wills watching his man. That one bounces right in front. Big rebound. Zawadzki with a kick save in front again. And it's steered out of the zone.
Puck not moving very fast, but the players, I'll tell you, Dan, they are moving just as fast. They are playing very well, both sides. It's like a ping pong match, Dan. Back and forth we go.
And an offsides there against Utica. As you take a look at the replay, Zawadzki, big kick save there, bounces to the front and gets the blocker on that one. So a good sequence from him. He's looked sharp early, Matt.
You like to see him hold on to it and a little bit more rebound control, but we'll deal with it, Dan. Zawadzki hasn't let up anything yet, so we'll keep it up.
Regaseo, the second goal scorer for the Lakers, chips it in. Galati sends that one right into the Utica bench. So another face-off. 2:23 remaining in the first period. Oswego out shooting Utica. Currently at this point by a total of 9-8. And leading this game 2-0. Fairly solid effort from both teams, though, to start this first period, adapting to the conditions.
Yeah, Dan, I mean, it's 2-0 Oswego, but this could very easily be a 0-0 game. Oswego just capitalized on their opportunities more than Utica has.
And that one catches the net as Chris Regaseo tried to let it fly into the offensive zone. So the faceoff will come right back to center ice. Quick changes for the Pioneers here. The Lakers keeping that Herlihy, Bott, and Galati line out there.
They're very dangerous when they're out there, Dan. It's something Coach Gosick preaches. Put the puck in the net. He'll give you some playing time.
Wills off the boards, gets it taken away, coming right back. Now a 2-on-1 developing for Utica. Educati trying to get it to the front to Hogan. That one goes off the outside of the net. And steered back to the corner. Educati almost found Hogan. Botten trying to connect with Galati. Galati can't kick it ahead to himself. Now Botten chips it in. But coming right back is Hogan. Stepping in over the line, trying to tie that up is Wold. In the corner, that one thrown right to the front, never gets through. Wills gets to the head, Botten legging away, coming with Herlihy. Botten steps in over the blue line, tries to go wide, back checking nicely. That one goes to the front. As Stefan got back and bothered Botten enough, couldn't get a good shot off. Herlihy tries to throw it in front, and that one comes all the way out of the zone. Christian York, another big hit. And the Pioneers now walk in over the blue line. Shot lets that one go. Zawadzki steers it to the corner as that one came off the stick of Wold. Ferrero sends it all the way down. York will chase it. Watch closely there. Kirasitz steers it back. Zajner steers it around the boards. Not out of the zone yet. Pinch kept in by the Lakers. Zajner again collides with York. Now the Pioneers able to almost get it out of the zone. Not yet. It's a good pinch from Barton. Keeps it in, and now finally it comes out. Chipped ahead by Bobby. And chasing it will be Wetmore. Wetmore collides with his man there, Johnson. It's swung around. Gertsakis behind the Oswego net. Tries to clear it out of the zone. Can't do it. Kept in. That one thrown just wide as it was let go by Adowu. Less than a minute to go now in the first as it's steered back into the Oswego corner. Fresh legs to finish out the first frame. Gertsakis and Johnson out there. Gertsakis in front of his own net. Tries to clear it along. Gets it along to Bonner, but it's brought right back. Players walking in the zone, waiting for it, trying to let the shot go there. Was Samuels Thomas. He couldn't get it away. And a lot of traffic in front. Oswego doing a good job of back checking and tying people up. Reve takes a hit there and a quick opportunity. Bad save by Zawadzki, doesn't see it. It goes behind the net. And the Lakers will leg it out in the last 8 seconds here as it's dumped to the corner by Water Street. Bounces in the front, another opportunity quick there. Reve lets that one go wide. And the first period has come to an end with the Oswego State Lakers leading Utica by a score of 2-0. And Matt, a pretty good frame there.
Yeah, Dan, the last 4.5 minutes basically, they were non-stop moving back and forth. There was no stoppage in play for the last 4 somewhat minutes. And Dan, both teams' opportunities again. You'd like to see more rebound control out of Matt Zawadzki at the end there, though, Dan.
Yeah, you know, he was giving up a couple of pucks bouncing there. And, you know, there was something we saw from Justin Gilbert last night, too. Tied up and not making the glove save, not covering it up as quickly as you would expect. But at the same time, he has been solid in net. No goals allowed thus far. And the Herlihy line working very well together on the first goal. And Regaseo shot from the point. Really solid both goals for the Lakers.
Yeah, Dan, shots are 10-11 in favor of Utica. And next thing you know, it's going to be a 2-2 game. You never know. It's only 2-0 now. So you never know what's going to happen, Dan. It's a really close contested match. Both sides are getting a lot of opportunities. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens at the start of the second period.
And we're going to be joined in a second by the Lakers captain, Bobby Gritsakis. We'll talk to him in just a minute to find out what's been going on in this first period. After one, the Lakers lead by a score of 2-0. Herlihy gets the first goal with an assist from Galati. The second goal going to Regaseo. And that's where we stand after one. And Bobby, how you doing? How's the ice feeling out there?
It's a little sloppy, but you know, it's not bad.
You got a couple good opportunities. Galati finds Herlihy in front, and then you got the Regaseo goal. How you guys doing moving around there?
You know what? It's tough back there. It's pretty tight in the corners, but you know what? The guys are moving pretty good down in their end, and we're getting decent speed, and I think it's really helping us.
And what are you guys going to look to do in the second? Any changes coming?
You know what? Look at the same things. Getting pucks deep and moving our feet.
All right, thanks for joining us, Bobby. Good luck in the second.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, Sebastian, Benny, and Matt Moran will have the intermission report for you. Your score after one, the Lakers lead the Pioneers by a score of 2-0. Stay with us here on Hockey Night in Oswego.
SUNY Oswego ignited my passion for a lifetime of learning.
For a career in higher education. It helped me find my place in the world, and I'll always be grateful for that.
For communication. Communication is the root of human interaction.
For the business life.
For advancing my career, opening doors, and being the best I could be.
For working in the arts.
For effective communication.
For learning. It ignited my passion for success.
For continuing to invest in your network of friends, and hopefully 6 degrees of separation, many, many other friends beyond that.
For business and leadership.
SUNY Oswego ignited a passion in me for 2 things. Number 1, leadership, and number 2, training and education. And I think a third one, a passion for the importance of lifelong friendships that were established here on campus.
The SUNY Oswego School of Communication, Media, and the Arts combines the strengths of fine and performing arts with the highly diverse Department of Communication Studies. 8 undergraduate degree options and 1 master's degree are offered in addition to interdisciplinary majors and minors. The School of Communication, Media, and the Arts. Just one more great thing about SUNY Oswego.
Thank you.
うん。
Welcome back to the Carrier Dome, where after one period of action, the Oswego State Lakers lead the Utica Pioneers 2-0. Welcome back to the booth. Sebastian Edmond, Matt Moran, Benny Blue, here to break down everything that you witnessed after 20 minutes of hockey. And guys, a little bit messy at times, but nonetheless, it results in Oswego leading 2-0. We're going to take a look at the goals scored. First off, real early in the contest, quick mistake made by Taft results in a Mitch Herlihy goal, Benny.
Hey, Sebastian, I've talked about this guy, Mitch Herlihy. He's a freshman, and he is an absolutely lights-out player. I've talked about him he was my player to watch last night's game against Brockport, and he's really proven it now. He's put home 6 goals and is now tied with Matt Galati in goals this season.
We knew that the mistakes made by both teams, the opposing side would have to capitalize on it. We're probably going to see that goal in just a moment. But Matt, your thoughts on that first goal? Big mistake early on there by Utica.
Yeah, absolutely. Oswego taking advantage of that. Only 2 minutes and 19 seconds into the first period. And that's the kind of the start you would love to see if you're the Lakers. And a kind of it was a lot building up to this game, and when they dropped the puck, Oswego just looked like the better team in that first period. They took advantage of it, getting that goal from Herlihy, and Galati setting him up, showing that he can not only score but also make some good assists as well.
Galati being in the right place at the right time, this time not finding the opportunity for the goal, but finding that opportunity for the assist, as he was the one to pass it over to Herlihy. As you see right here, Taft with the error results in the Herlihy goal.
Yeah, Herlihy really did hit that one really high. As you see, he just came down the seam, he was in the right place, and he just put it right in there.
And then the second goal would be netted by Ragaseo, who had a beautiful move there to find some space and bury one, Matt.
Yeah, Chris Ragaseo getting his first goal of the season. He was a big part of last year's team. He only scored 2 goals, but now he's become a stable part of this defense for the Oswego State Lakers, and slamming that wrist shot home with less than 5 minutes left in this first period to give them a 2-0 lead. That cushion that the Lakers would love to see going in the second period, that momentum really shifting in the Lakers' favor.
Now, Benny, it's always real beneficial when you have a defender that isn't afraid to take shots at the net, as you just saw. We know that the veterans, such as Nick Rivet and Bobby Grixakis, aren't afraid to take shots from the blue line. This time, Ragaseo is the one that gets the benefit.
Yeah, it's really good to see. It's a good balance when you have players who, on both offense and defense, can really contribute to the overall, cohesion of the entire team. It makes it a lot easier when we're doing those line switches and when all that kind of things are moving.
Now, both teams have definitely had their chances. There's been no real favoritism in the contest thus far. Both teams getting their opportunities. We've seen Zawadzki give up a couple of rebounds, even though Utica has not capitalized off of them. What would you say that Utica has to do to take advantage of Oswego's mistakes, Matt?
Well, honestly, I think Matt Zawadzki just handled it very well. Like you said, getting some rebounded chances, but Zawadzki coming in his first couple of weeks, after being off for the last couple of weeks, sitting on the bench, he's done amazingly well. We saw him sprawling all over the net for much of that first period, so we'll see if Utica can really maybe find some holes to that Zawadzki's plan, but so far, Zawadzki playing up to his real top talent as we've seen before.
Yeah, and especially what I love seeing from Matt Zawadzki, and especially from that defense, was on that on the power play that Utica had. Just seeing how that defense was able to just hold themselves together and get that power kill, and Matt Zawadzki really held himself together. There were a couple of loose pucks there at first, but it was really able to just kind of keep it together between the pipes and really keep calm during that power play.
Now, although Utica has not gotten on the scoreboard yet, what have they done correctly in this contest?
Well, they're trying to put shots on net with Zawadzki. His back and forth play. They had those power play chances. They're playing smart, I believe. Both goals. With Taft having the mistake, but offensively wise, defense wise, they're playing very sound. And all together, can't be too pleased and down by 2. But honestly, I don't think if you look at the error by Taft, the great goal by Ragaseo, they're not playing that bad.
No, they're really not, and they're coming out and they're contending, and that's what we really want to see, especially because we know how these matchups can go. They tend to favor Oswego as this matchup is doing, but they're coming out and they're playing hockey, so don't be surprised if you're going to end up seeing a goal from Utica in the second period.
The one thing that we did notice in that first period of action, a little bit messy on the line changes Utica was. That was one mistake that Oswego didn't capitalize on, but you have to assume that that's something that they have to correct going into the second half, Benny.
I'm sorry, what was it?
The line changes have been a little bit iffy for Utica. That's probably something that they're going to have to change going into the second period.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, it's been really fundamental to how much it's really been able to, the whole cohesion of the entire game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, when you have not that many players out there and you're shifting around the lines, and that's something maybe from the coach's perspective, they just got to be able to handle better. But if Oswego State, they're up by 2, but it could be even more if they would have taken those advantages.
Is there any major change that the Oswego Lakers have to make before we enter the second period?
Well, honestly, they're up 2-0. They're playing very well. They've had some great shots on net. They're battling Taft well. But, you know, there is some more for improvement. You know, Zlotsky allowing some rebounds. His back and forth, the shot totals. Haven't had a chance to be on the power play yet, but so far I think Oswego State playing very well, but could be more than a 2-0 lead.
And now, Benny, you see some of the stats after one period of action. Oswego is leading 2-0, but everything else relatively even.
Yeah, and I mean, the one thing, and this is what Oswego's been doing well all year long, the face-offs. We talked about it yesterday against Brockport. Even though that game ended in a tie, these face-offs, when you get the opportunity, you get the puck right in on the stick of these Oswego players, they're going to hurt you, just as you're seeing as they're up 2-0 right now against Utica.
One thing to make note of for all of you watching at home, that last Ragaseo goal was assisted by Christian York. He's another player that's been racking up a lot of points this year, and we're going to have to see who else can get on the scoreline after this break. We have another period of hockey coming up after one quick commercial break, and before we send it back over to Dan I and Matt Jackson, who will have your call. Coming up, second period of action from the Carrier Dome. This is the Frozen Dome Classic.
I'm not really a hockey guy, but on Jersey Day, I try to keep up with Dan and Sebastian.
Yo, Sabby, I'm telling you, Eastern Conference Finals matchup right here. I mean, maybe.
Pro jerseys, Stone.
Let's try football.
I fly.
Hey.
But can we do football?
Ooh.
I'm trying.
At Oswego, I found purpose in what I'll call self-development. My own self-development, and then to try to pay it forward in the self-development of other individuals so they can be as successful as they wish to be.
And helping others act out their purpose.
In celebrating the diversity of people and all of our individual attributes and uniquenesses.
In relationships, I began to understand how those relationships were going to stay with me and nurture me through all of my life.
In using the skills that I developed here and developed over the course of my career to giving back to my community and to the SUNY Oswego community.
Lifelong learning and giving back and being of service to others.
In academia and helping others.
My family life, because I found my wife here.
In applying the skills that you learn in a classroom to real-world situations in the business world.
At SUNY Oswego, I found purpose in leaving the world a better place.
The SUNY Oswego College of Liberal Arts and Sciences provides an education that offers more than 40 undergraduate majors in everything from American Studies to zoology, including interdisciplinary programs, dozens of minors, and 4 graduate programs. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Just one more great thing about SUNY Oswego.
And welcome inside the Carrier Dome. 20 minutes in the books, 40 minutes still to go. The Lakers lead the Pioneers by a score of 2-0. Dan and I joined once again by Matt Jackson in the booth. And Matt, first period we saw that ice slow way down, and you heard Bobby Gertzakis, captain for the Lakers, talked about it. It's starting to get choppy towards the end of the periods.
Yeah, Dan, we heard it in the interview in the beginning of the show that Utica's coach was not really happy and satisfied with how the ice was going to be looking. So let's see how it is in the second period. There's only one Zamboni, so that could be an issue, but it cleared the ice up. Let's see how it starts off the second period, Dan.
We are underway here in the second. Lakers won the draw, but coming right back was Hogan for the Pioneers. He dumps it in as Yacati will chase. One down into the corner. Lakers trying to keep it out. Thrown right to the front of the net. That one bounces away. One right to the front. That one goes off the post. It's behind Zawadzki, and he covers up there. Hogan looking awfully dangerous with another opportunity.
Zawadzki with a great diving save there. Justin Hogan robbed on the doorstep. Take a look at the replay here. Brandon Adams staying in front. Look at that replay there, Dan. Bobby Gertzakis, great positioning. Getting a stick on it, being able to bat away. And Zawadzki heads up knowing where that puck is and being able to get it into the catching glove, Dan.
That's the benefit of having a senior defensive captain and having a senior defensive alternate as well. And you've got Nick Reve back there. For this one, legged out, Hulshoff's going to take it over center ice, tries to get it away from Adowu, and that one pops up, catches someone at the Laker bench, and we'll get a face-off. 39 seconds gone. So far, the first big chance going to Utica in this period, man.
Yeah, Dan, they know that they're going to come out firing in this period, and Dan, a fun little stat, both teams are very successful in the second period. Oswego usually puts up the most goals in the second period, as well as Utica, so let's see what happens in the second period. Could be a big scoring period for both sides.
LaFosse can't get it out. Neal tied up at the blue line there. Battling his man, LaFosse trying to help out Valenti. Everybody all tied up at the blue line. Puck going nowhere fast. Now it's chipped out. Federo gets it across, and Hulshoff walks over the line. Hulshoff drops back, lets that one go. Neal tries to redirect in front, throws it on net. And it's wide of Taft, back to the point. Kept across to Federo. Reve steers it down to Neal. Neal tries to dump it into the corner, but Carter has it there, takes a hit, but gets the puck along. Adowu tries to clear it out, bounces over Reve all the way down the ice. And Samuels Thomas will go to the corner. He'll beat Federo there. Behind the net, Reve has it again. Hits it out, Hulshoff throws it across ice. Nice pass there. Stepping in over the line of the Lakers, walking right into the slot. Shot Taft with a big save there as it was let go by Neal. Montagna set up Neal in the slot, and he tried to put a power shot right past there. And Taft denied him. In the corner behind the net. Herlihy gets it back to the point. Regaseo gets it picked in his pocket, and walking away is Bobby. Bobby walking in on Zawadzki, shoots, and a save by Zawadzki, steers it away.
Bobby for the second time denied by Zawadzki on a great breakaway chance. Bad turnover there by Regaseo in the offensive zone. And great job taking it back the other way by Bobby. Zawadzki coming up clutch for the Lakers.
At the blue line, the Lakers managed to get it out, running into the linesman there, and Herlihy carries on. Herlihy over to Galati. Galati across to Botten. Botten lets it go. Bounces in front, and Herlihy can't find it. Now Wills back to Botten. Botten tries to go to the front. Gets it taken away. Wiped out as Powers legs it out. Now coming in is Wetmore. Behind the net out there was Bobby. That one tried to be thrown to the front. Bouncing on the side. Goes to the front. Zawadzki down and out of position. It comes back. A shot from the faceoff dot. Never gets through as Johnson ties his man up. And now he will carry it over the blue line. Johnson slows, waits, fires that one high over the glass.
Johnson likes to fire that puck. He's a very talented offensive defenseman, Dan.
2 goals a week and a day ago against Canton. You know, he won't be afraid to fire. This one goes all the way down the ice. Gertzakis touches it up in an icing against Utica with just less than 3 minutes gone.
Some chances here for both sides here early, Dan. As you take a look at the replay here, Bobby on the backhander, denied by Zawadzki on the left pad. great job. Just taking a second look here. Forehand, backhand, nice dekes there by the very talented Luke Bobby, the sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois. Denied, though, by Matt Zawadzki.
Bobby's had the 2 best chances for the Pioneers tonight. He, so far this season, only 1 goal, no assists, so 1 point on the year. Now, here come the Pioneers, dumping it in his Powers. He'll chase it into the corner. Collides hard in there with Johnson. Bounces back. Lakers tied up behind their own net, trying to help out. There's La Jeunesse. Lakers now able to clear the zone. Barely as it comes out over the line. Now back into their own defensive end of the Pioneers. Clear ahead. Kurasits gets it along. As it bounces back to Kurasits once again. Over to Zajner. Zajner stops. Wings a pass. Doesn't connect there. The bounces. La Jeunesse just got a piece of it, so no icing. Kurasits turns, fires all the way, almost has Ferreira, and he's offsides. That's twice now. Ferreira did it once in the first, he did it again there. Just a bit offsides.
Ferreira, just a bit offsides is the word, Dan. He was waiting to receive that pass and take it back the other way and get a good opportunity, as he would have had a step on that Utica defenseman, but denied, and the icing will come all the way back down. Excuse me, the offsides caused the faceoff to come back down to the left of Zawadzki.
The man you want taking the faceoff for the Pioneers is out there, Hogan. He went 7-2 in draws in the first, and Water Street's excused, so he'll get an even better matchup here. As this one is won back, bounces right to the front of the net, steered to the corner. Battling for it there, Wolds manages to get it down. Federo pops it back, and Bonner will be able to bring it out of the zone. Bonner bounces it to the front, gets it right back from Water Street. He'll chase it into the corner, going there with Carter. Tied up, Bonner trying to get it away from Carter, can't do it. And now circling back is Hogan. Hogan behind his net, stops, circles back. Bonner still bothering him, gets it along. Carter tries to throw it to the front, goes off a skate into the corner, and Adams is going to raise Udowu there. Comes all the way out of the zone. Bounced off the boards, back through center ice. Carter tries to get it away, and Adams has it again.
Dan, this is a line that you really don't want to mess with the puck down in your own zone. Adams and Bonner have some serious speed for the Lakers. Utica's got to know they have to get the puck out of their zone, the neutral zone, and try and cause the puck out of their own end.
Adams has been one of the fastest players since his debut at the Lakers Showcase last year, winning the race around the rink, and he can beat you pretty much anywhere. Reve with it now for the Lakers. Rolling puck, settles it down, throws a cross ice pass to Neal. Neal chips it in, but the Lakers are offsides and got to tag up as they're making some changes as well. Managed to make the change, get it away, and Barrett almost gave it away, and now he does. Stepping over the line, shot let go by Ragaseo. He tries to throw it to the front of the net, tied up going to the corner as Hulshoff went down. And now getting away with it is Lafosse. Lafosse tries to get ahead to Samuels Thomas, intercepted again, and here comes Hulshoff. Hulshoff at the circles, lets that one go, swallowed up nicely by Taff. And some extra pushing and shoving in front as Neal tangles up with Valenti in front. But Matt, turnovers, Utica's giving that puck away right in the middle of the ice right now.
Yeah, Dan, the first couple minutes, the Utica team looked like they were the ones in control of the play here. Had a good couple opportunities on Zawadzki, but last 2 or so minutes after back-to-back great shifts by the Lakers' top line of Bonner, Water Street, and Adams, and now that time by the third line of Neal, Montagna, and Hulshoff, Lakers seem to be in control in the later beginning of this period.
And the Lakers trying to make a late line change. The referee steers back the bottom line. So the Lakers will go at it again here. Face off one back to the point. That one never gets through. Off the stick of Ragaseo. Montagna back checking, picks the pocket there of Miglio. And the Lakers come back and offsides again. The Lakers just a little bit jumpy on that blue line, Matt.
I mean, it's not something you can complain about if you're head coach Ed Gosek. Hulshoff tried to bat the puck around the defenseman there just a little too much, and he was denied. So good play, though, but better job by defenseman Brent Zajner stepping up on that play.
Face-off just outside the Utica end, one back by the Lakers. Johnson across to Gertsakis, who steers it in. Galati tries to throw it right to the front of the net, bounces away from Botten. Botten in the corner, dispossessed, taken away by Udowu, who gets it ahead, and here come the Pioneers. Going over the blue line, that one steered away by Zawadzki. The big pad denies Powers. Behind the net, Johnson tied up there. Tries to get it away. Herlihy helps out. Now it goes back. Johnson has it. Chips it along. Galati can't stop it. Comes back to the point. Quick shot pad save by Zawadzki. as that was a low rifle let go by Adowu. Now coming back on the Lakers, trying to go around Adowu is Botten. Botten stops, takes a hit from behind. Knocked down, trying to get the puck out from under, and it comes back to Reve at the point. Reve stops, feeds it across. Federo can't handle it. Now sends it down. Galati gets it, swings it around. Botten can't reach it either. Puck bounced away from him, and Adowu will send it out of the zone. Lakers dump it right back in, and now Adowu manages to clear it out. And long line changes in this period in the second. The bench is on the offensive side of the ice for both teams.
Yeah, Dan, again, it seems to be a little bit of a problem. Both teams, some miscommunication, not knowing who's coming on, who's coming off. Both times for both teams, I've seen co-players come off the bench and then right back onto the bench. A lot of miscommunication on both sides.
Not what Oswego is used to. Both benches on the same side. The Rhino Campus Center has one bench on either side. One back to the point. That shot never gets through. Taken down with a skate by Hogan, and a long pass and another break. Educati shoots and scores! Louis Educati got the long pass from Hogan and buried it high glove side past Matt Zawadski.
Educati, nobody on him. He was cherry picking on the far blue line. I wasn't sure if he came off the bench or not, but he had a nice breakaway. You should take a look at the replay here, Dan. The long outlet pass comes to the stick of Educati, and he just seemed to bury it, as you will take a look at it in a couple seconds. Educati, Dan, all alone, and just fired it right past the glove of Matt Zawadski.
The third breakaway that the Lakers have given up tonight already. I mean, you want to talk about it, the defenses have had a little bit of a lapse. And that one again, that was just a bad play as Educati managed to get through.
Yeah, defensive hiccup there for the Lakers, Dan, as being caught off guard was Nick Reve and Sean Federo. Two guys who like to step up, but Nick Reve is the defensive defenseman, you would say, of this team. Just being caught up in the moment, and just like that, it's a 2-1 game.
Can't lose track there as the Lakers go back to work. The lead cut in half. 12:30 remaining in the first, or in the second. One out by the Lakers, now brought out over center ice. Adams trying to get away, stops the blue line, throws that one. That takes a funny bounce up in the air. Comes right back down. Bonner and Water Street go into there for the Lakers. Tied up with their men. Water Street gets it back to Bonner. Behind the net, Miglio takes a hit from Adams. Water Street delivers a little extra bump there. As now stepping over the blue line is Bobby. He takes a hit, gets it along. Saves Zawadski way out of the net there, as Wetmore was the one that let it go. Water Street now gives it back. Trying to get over the blue line is Hulshoff. He can't do it, and coming back, a 3-on-1 set up here. Here comes Hogan trying to go wide, throws it to the foot, but it's steered away nicely, as that was Ragaseo recovering desperately on the play, threw himself down and knocked away the cross.
Ragaseo, great job giving up the body. Zawadski even thought that it was going to be coming through the slot, but a great job by defenseman Chris Ragaseo.
Kenny Neal collides with the official, throws it right to the front of the net. Can't connect it there is Montagna. Hulshoff back to the point to Gertzakis. Gertzakis lets that one go through traffic, and Montagna can't knock it down. Neal now tries to throw it to the front, gets it back. Gertzakis lets that one go, never makes it through traffic. Bounces again, kept in the zone, and now they'll be able to clear. Educati, the goal scorer, plays it up over the head. Hogan can't win the race against Gertzakis, and it'll be an icing against the Pioneers, and that's going to hurt because they were right at the end of their shift. The Lakers going to get fresh legs.
That is something you like to see if you're the Lakers. Fresh legs coming out for the Oswego State Lakers. Botten, Galati, and Hurley will be out there against this tired Utica Pioneers line, Dan.
So now we'll see, it is the top line for Utica. So if you're going to get caught in that situation, you would hope it is your best three.
Yeah, and Justin Hogan on the faceoff is the guy you want, and he's been unstoppable tonight in the faceoff dot, Dan.
That long change, though, as Hogan's able to find the bench. The Lakers try to steer it back. Galati can't handle it, and Adowu will collect. Adowu plays it around. Carter can't stop it, trying to pinch and keep it in, but it's dumped all the way down the ice. Gertzakis is going to have to chase. Gertzakis gives it away, and another opportunity here. And big win, he scores! The defensive breakdowns continue as Anthony McVeigh cuts to the front, puts the backhand over the diving Zawadski. And the game is now tied 2-2.
Anthony McVeigh getting right past Bobby Gertzakis. How fast does that happen, Dan? Lakers are up 2-0. Next thing you know, it's 2-1. And then another defensive breakdown by the Lakers by Bobby Gertzakis this time. And just like that, it's a 2-2 tie game. Anthony McVeigh, Oh, beautiful play, and it was unassisted, but Dan, just like that, it's a 2-2 game.
And it's something Coach Gosick has talked about since the beginning of the season, working on the defense. Right now, his defense looks downright bad as they are struggling to keep the puck defensively in their own control. Thrown back through center, it's going to be an offsides against the Lakers. As there it is again, Dave Ferreira, offsides. And Matt, this game just about halfway gone as you see Coach Gosick there. He can't be thrilled, his team giving up an early 2-goal lead.
And you take a look across the bench, Gary Heenan, he's probably gonna have a smile on his face eventually if this team keeps it up like this, because they are playing very well so far in the second period. Like I said earlier, Dan, Utica likes to put the puck in the net in this period.
Reve takes a bump there from Bobby, can't get it away from him. Bobby now tries to get away. Barton ties up, knocks down Bobby. There's Wetmore. Chase is tied up with York. York gets it away. And now the Lakers will get out over the blue line and they'll make some changes. York steered hard into the boards there by Stefan. And coming right back is Wetmore. Bobby at the line, tries to give it across, finds his man, bounces right to the front. Zawadzki didn't see that one until the very end. He's now going to try to leg it out with York. York lets the shot go high off the glass, all the way around, catches a stanchion, bounces right back to the front. York almost gets his own rebound. Puck bouncing at the blue line, dropped in. Zawadzki will stop it behind the net, steer it right back around for Regaseo. Regaseo plays it ahead. The Lakers trying to get out of their own zone. Water Street over the blue line. Hits it ahead to Bonner. Bonner puts his man down, goes around him. Tries to throw right to the front of the net. That hits the leg, never gets through, and he scores! I don't know how it found Chris Water Street, but he puts it past half, and the Lakers regain the lead.
Chris Water Street, you put the 6'5", 235 sophomore in front, and he can bury it, Dan. A great job by Chris Water Street on the doorstep. And I don't think Mike Tapp even saw that one. Chris Water Street causing all types of problems in front, and he just seems to bury it. Great job by Water Street to put that one in.
The 6'5" sophomore, knowing his role, be the big man in front and stuff home rebounds. That's the opportunity you get. Good work by this top line. Bonner and Adams helping out there. Morgan Bonner went all the way around from the near side boards all the way to the far side. So good moves from him. Holshoff tips it in, and the Lakers go back to work on the offense. Right behind the net. As Bonner gets an assist on that Water Street goal. Tied up behind the net. Trying to move it. They do. Kirasit's tied up in there as well as H. They're both in the defensive pair for Utica. Dug out. Valenti manages to get it away. And upends a man. All you see is skates over the boards there. That was Holshoff that took the big hit. Neal now tries to throw to the front. Montagna back to the point. Walking in, making a man miss. Lets that shot go off the glass and wide. Is Johnson not afraid to pull the trigger. Gertsakis back to Holshoff. Holshoff lets that one go wide as well. Johnson keeps it in, dumps it back down. Montagna steers it behind. Holshoff and Neal there working, trying to get it past Karasitz, and they can't. Valenti manages to get it ahead and legging it out. Samuels Thomas all alone. Samuels Thomas throws, tries to go around his man in Johnson. He can't do it. The Lakers look to counter here. Dumped in by Johnson, and he'll head to the bench for a change. The Lakers try to change things defensively. Here comes Idowu for the Pioneers. He steps through center, tries to find his man in Hogan, who chips it past Federo and goes into the corner. Hogan and Federo tied up there. Trying to help out is Educati. Now the puck moves, manages to come back out. Federo, Hogan once again. Hogan ducked, Federo went right over the top. And the Lakers clear the zone. Over the blue line they go, fed back. Quick shot gloved by Taff. As that one was let go by Nick Reve, jumping in on the rush and got the good drop pass.
Stole the words right out of my mouth, and Nick Reve just joins in on the rush there. Gets the wrist shot off, glove save there by Taff, and a good job by the Lakers creating some opportunities. Looking a little bit better here as we get a little bit further into the second period.
And behind the zone net now, trying to get it out is Carter. Can't get it out of the zone. Lakers trying to keep the pressure on. York bothers Idowu. Idowu behind his own net, over to Carter again. Carter tries to throw right to the front. It went through right to the legs of Barton. Lucky got away with that one, and now Powers gets it into the Oswego end. Ferreira takes a big hit, but manages to get the puck away. Now it comes back through center, Regaseo. Gets it ahead. Barton moving wide, tied up by his man there. And Baird back to the point, over across now to Regaseo. Regaseo throws it cross ice and can't connect with York. Trying to go tape to tape there.
Christian York on the far side, he's making things happen his last couple shifts. He had that slap shot that went high and wide on his last shift. This time, backdoor waiting for the pass. Great positioning by Christian York.
McVeigh, the goal scorer for Utica. He got the second goal. Tried to play that one in. And now Oswego answers with Bonner. Bonner going down behind the net. Taken out there by Baird. Gets it ahead, Baird with it again, tries to steer away, gets it back to Miglio. Miglio coming through center, they got an opportunity here. Miglio lets that shot go, Zawadzki knocks it down, was looking the wrong way. Big rebound left by Utica. That one thrown to the front, and it's steered away by Water Street. Adams chasing, can't get it away. He's gonna try to bother Kirasitz as well as Zajner. Does cause a little bit of trouble. The Lakers regroup, played off the boards. Adams can't reach it. His 14 counterpart Zajner just plays it back down. Valenti gets it ahead. Walking in, trying to go around his Bobby. Tries to throw it to the front. Zawadzki once again looking the wrong way there. That was a dangerous one. All the way through, and it's going to be an icing against the Lakers. 5:43 remaining in the second. Oswego leads Utica 3-2.
Been a very good period so far, Dan, for Utica. As we're going to get the replay back here, Educati on the breakaway, all alone, just waits and fires, glove side, water bottle. Matt Zawadzki gets beaten there. Educati made this a 2-1 game back in the beginning of the second period, but ever since then, we've had goals by McVeigh for Utica, along with Water Street for Oswego. Here's a 3-2 game with 5:43 remaining here in the second period.
That goal coming at the 7:08 mark of the second. So almost more than 10 minutes ago. Dumped right back on Zawadzki. He settles it down for Johnson. Johnson watched by Valenti, plays it along. Gets it to his defensive partner in Gertzakis. Gertzakis looks for the long pass to Olshoff, can't find it. Bonner manages to chip it into the zone. As Water Street and Bonner try to head off on a change. Lakers trying not to get caught here. Hogan stepping in over the line. Goes wide, tries to go around Gertzakis. He watches him right around. Neal tries to take it away, comes back to the line, but not out. Kept in, dumped in there by Samuels Thomas. Puck tied up in the corner. Tried to be thrown to the front, right ahead. And bouncing, that was Wold who had the opportunity there. Back up to the point, not able to be kept in the zone there. As that was Baird, one of the few seniors on this team who couldn't hold the zone. Stefan hits the red line, throws it on into the corner to the left is Zawadzki. That one bounces right to the front of the net. There's a dangerous bounce there. This puck's bouncing all around off these stanchions. Thrown through center. Holshoff goes wide, shoots. Tries to go far side, just puts it wide of Taft.
That was Educati who was on the doorstep of Zawadzki. Almost batted in that open net shot there, Dan, but luckily for the Lakers, it took a good bounce for them.
Brought back out, Stefan swings it around, can't connect with Wold. There goes past Reve, he's watched by Wold, swings it all the way around. And he'll make it out of the zone. Utica will have to clear. Out puck, long cross ice pass, and here come the Lakers. Dump back, trying to find the trailer, can't do it. As that was Galati who had 2 men on him. That puck, so there's past Regaseo. Zawadzki way out of the net to take it away from Bobby. Bobby, all sorts of opportunities, he is quick. That one pops through center, knocked down by Zajner. Kirasitz will feed it ahead. Popped right back, and all the way down the ice, no icing against the Lakers. Erlahay steers his man into the wall, and Zajner. Puck bounces out of the zone, past the reach of Mike Wills, and Oswego looks to start over again. Galati at the opposing blue line, throws it right to the front of the net. That was Wills jumping way up on the play, just missed the pass from Otten. Erlahay now down low, can't keep it in. Wills does, but now he's caught, and they come right back, coming away with Samuels Thomas. Thomas tries to go around, shoots, and knocked away by Zawadzki, and oh, what a glove was that one. Looked like he tried to just get a shoulder on it, but my goodness, Samuels Thomas almost had his chance.
Galati decided to go for the far side, man, and Samuels Thomas gets the backhand up, and it goes off the glove and ends up being caught by Matt Zawadzki. little bit of miscommunication on who was going to fill the slot there, Dan, by the defense of the Lakers. Trent Thomas had a man breaking on the far side, but he decided to go with the backhand. Not a mistake there, but Matt Zawadzki, just the quicker of the two with the glove.
Face off, tied up right at the dot. No one able to come away. Now the Lakers do. Over the blue line, tipped into the corner. Gliding on the play there. And here they come again, do the Pioneers. Stepping over the line is Powers. Goes wide, throws that one on Zawadzki. A big rebound again. The Laker goaltender's giving up big rebounds the past 2 days as now Powers gets away from Johnson. Powers working down low. Johnson ties him up into the corner. Stops him there. Official yelling for him to move it. Tied up there. No one's going anywhere fast as McVeigh's in there for Utica. Puck comes free, bounces back. Johnson tries to steer it right back in the pile and manages to get it out. Lakers hit center ice, dump it in, and they'll make a quick change. Behind the net, Barton gets it back to the point. Reve lets that one go, never gets through. Another opportunity as Reve takes it away.
Great heads-up play there by Nick Reve, not getting caught that time, and Easton Powers was waiting for on the far blue line to have another breakaway opportunity. Great play there by Reve.
You got to think the teams this weekend have read their scouting report on the Lakers. Brockport knowing exactly what to expect on the power play last night, and now tonight, Utica knowing exactly how to get behind the defense of the Lakers.
Yeah, Utica also doing a great job staying out of the penalty box, not giving an opportunity for the Oswego Lakers power play to get out there.
1:44 remaining in the second, face-off won by the Lakers. Federer behind his net. Federer right through the center of the ice. Hits ahead, Bonner tries to get away, can't do it. From Stefan. Foss sends it ahead. And jumping across. Samuels Thomas lets that one go, never makes it through. Zawadzki down, it's down behind the net. Watch kept in by Utica, back to the point. Stefan lets it go down low. Calling for it, wants it back. That shot gets through. Knocked away by Zawadzki. Federer with his man into the corner, kept by the Pioneers. Stefan once again lets that one go, deflects off the glove of Bonner. That one hurt, but he's going to stay out there. Reve tries to chip it along with 1 minute left in the second. Adams bounces it off a defenseman. Getting tied up, Stefan took Water Street right out of the play as the Lakers come right back with Adams. Adams throws that one to the front, knocked down by Tapp. Adams has it again. Tries to get it to Water Street. And now the Lakers tied up down low, trying to get it away. As that's Neal being held up. It's back, now down low. Bouncing off against the boards there. A couple of Lakers and Pioneers both tied up in there. 20 seconds to go. Throwing things down, Regasale throws it in off a glove and out of play. So 18 seconds remaining in the second, and we'll have a face-off.
Nice shot by Mike Barrett along the boards there, Dan, along with his linemate Wold. They did a great job. That top line for the Pioneers caused some problems, but not getting a lot of opportunities. They were denied. Again, the great heads-up play on the last possession by them. Nick Reve, though, with the heads-up play, is we have a little bit of discussion going on here in center ice where the face-off will be. It'll be just in the neutral zone, outside the Pioneer zone with 18 ticks left on the clock.
And that one, I think the argument as the faceoff will be just outside the Utica end is that it was thrown by Oswego's Regaseo, but it was gloved up in the air by a Utica player, and that's what kept it, or knocked it out of play. 10 ticks remaining in the period. Oswego with it in the offensive end. Can't get away as now Miglio tries to get over the blue line and does. Throws that one on Zawadzki. He steers it behind the net. Swung around, and that will do it for the second period here inside the Carrier Dome. Oswego coming in with a 2-0 lead, walking out with a 3-2 lead. Matt, not the best period they've had thus far.
No, but like I said, Dan, the Pioneers came out hot, and they like to score in the second period, Dan. They've been outscoring their opponents very sufficely over the season. They have outscored their opponents 11-6 in the second period, so they've done a really good job. But the Lakers, they came back. They showed the resiliency, Dan. They were up, 2-0, tie game, and then Water Street steps up, and he just buries that puck in the front of the net, causing some problems. Dan, I believe we're going to have an interview with him soon?
Yeah, we're going to have Chris Water Street in just a second. But Matt, the play of the goaltenders there, definitely the thing to note in this period, as Matt Zawatsky gives up 2 for the Lakers. On the other side, Taft only gives up 1 on the Water Street goal, and we'll have him in just a second. But the hard work back and forth, this game was 2-0, and we're gonna have him in just a second. Well, we saw this game go from 2-0 to 2-2 before the Lakers managed to retake the lead. And as we get ready, Chris Waterstreet, join us in just a second. Chris, thanks for joining us. You guys came out with that 2-0 lead. What happened that let them slip back into this game?
We got a little bit sloppy with the puck, and they were coming pretty hard. Started making good plays, get the puck to the net, and that's how they ended up getting a few over on us. And then we countered back with a little dump and chase and started getting the puck on net to help us get back in the game.
And what happened on your goal there? It looked like you jumped right in front and just got a good bounce on net.
Yeah, good things happen when you get the puck to the net. I think it was Adams there who got the puck at the net, and then I just picked it up and got a good bounce and won the net, so gotta be happy with that.
Well, congrats on the goal. Good luck in the third period, Chris. Go get some rest.
Thank you.
We're gonna take a quick break. On the other side, Sebastian, Matt, and Benny got the intermission report for you. Stay with us. After 2, Oswego leads the Utica Pioneers by a score of 3-2. Stay tuned, you're watching Frozen Dome Classic coverage here on WTOP.
There really is no other place like Oswego.
When I came here, I felt instant comfort, great environment.
It's a place where everybody can really follow exactly what they want to do.
It's much more of a community.
You always got something to do, something to get involved in.
It's a great atmosphere.
I mean, I knew pretty quickly that I love this place.
SUNY Oswego ignited my passion for a lifetime of learning.
For a career in higher education. It helped me find my place in the world, and I'll always be grateful for that.
For communication. Communication is the root of human interaction.
For the business life.
For advancing my career, opening doors, and being the best I could be.
For working in the arts.
For effective communication.
For learning. It ignited my passion for success.
For continuing to invest in your network of friends, and hopefully 6 degrees of separation, many, many other friends beyond that.
For business and leadership.
SUNY Oswego ignited a passion in me for 2 things. Number 1, leadership, and number 2, training and education. And I think a third one, a passion for the importance of lifelong friendships that were established here on campus.
Hey Matt, we're doing basketball this weekend, right?
No, Blaze, I told you we're doing hockey.
We did hockey last weekend.
I don't care, we're doing hockey this weekend again.
It's basketball season.
It's hockey season.
Basketball.
Hockey.
Basketball.
Hockey. Basketball.
College hockey.
Why not both?
Innovation in teaching methods has been a hallmark of SUNY Oswego since our founding as a teacher's training institution in 1861. This creative spirit still thrives in the SUNY Oswego School of Education. With 9 undergraduate major tracks and 21 graduate programs, the School of Education is just one more great thing about SUNY Oswego.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The temperature feels a little colder in here, but both of these teams have heated up. After 40 minutes of action, the Oswego State Lakers lead 3-2 over the Utica Pioneers. Welcome to the second intermission. I am your host, Sebastian Edmond. Alongside me, Matt Moran, Benny Blue. Guys, eerily similar to the Oswego State game yesterday when they went into the second intermission, leading Brockport 3-2, and we knew that resulted in a tie.
Well, this time, the Lakers definitely were outmatched in the second period. Utica with the more shots, I believe 11-6 was the stat, and overall, they got to be happy they just got that goal late by Chris Washtree, just throwing it in on the net and it went in. When you have a one-goal lead, honestly, the Lakers, they got to feel pretty happy they're only even up by one right now.
Yeah, without a doubt, Utica came out and they were looking to score on this period, just like we were talking about before the second period. I said, don't be surprised if they scored. Well, they came out and they scored too. Again, luckily Oswego got that third one, but it definitely is making for a tight matchup now.
So let's take a look at what got Utica back into this contest. A very opportunative goal was the first goal scored by Utica. As you take a look here, Ejikati on another, first we have an amazing Zawadzki save starting off that period, but once again, another breakaway opportunity. That was Bobby once more getting stuffed, but eventually the odd man rushes worked in Oswego's favor. There would be a quick 2-1 after Ejikati's snipe right there, a beautiful goal.
Yeah, Ejikati just found himself on a breakaway there, and he really gave him all he had there and put it in the back of the net.
After 40 minutes, you see Oswego now leading 3-2. Utica getting up on the shots now. Face-offs are about even, and we've seen a relatively clean game. Nothing really debatable by the officials, but they've definitely been letting these guys play. Utica, as you mentioned earlier, Matt, flipping the script, they definitely dominated these last 20 minutes.
Absolutely, they're playing very smart, not getting in the box, and that is so important. If they can stay out of the box for the entire 60 minutes, that does not allow Oswego State to be on the power play the entire game, which you know how powerful that power play is.
Yeah, those power plays are crucial because, as we've seen, Oswego definitely can utilize those power kills even when they're down, but we know how absolutely dominant this team can be when they get power plays, so Utica's got to stay out of the box, and hopefully it'll work out well for them, and hopefully they can put up some more goals against Oswego.
Two things that keep on being brought up when we discuss Oswego: offsides and breakaways. Those two things have really hurt them, especially in that last period of action, Benny.
Yeah, the matchups when they're out there switching, it's a problem that they've faced all year round, and they caught him out of position there on the Ejikati goal. It's a classic move that we've seen all year. Cortland did it, and also we saw it in the Brockport game yesterday too. That second line is constantly out of place, and it's definitely something that I'm sure Ed Gosick is filling all their ears with.
Now you mentioned that second line. Sorry, Matt. You mentioned that second line. It has the returning Nick Reve, who has been injured up until yesterday's game against Brockport. He was playing a little slow today. Looks a little better, but there seems to be not quite as good of chemistry as the other two lines of Oswego.
When you think about how he's playing with Sean Federer, new guys to the team, he's been transferred from American International College, and you put a guy that's been one of the most veteran guys in the team versus one of the newer players, you get a little chemistry with your deep pair, but honestly, I still see him, and he's able, we've seen some plays where he's able to keep the puck in. He's a very firing shot. He's not afraid to take those shots, so he's going to get into the thick of things. He's getting his wheels going, and it's just an early start for him, and it's only second game back from injury.
Now, not to discredit Reve, he did have one really good play in about that last third of the second period where Utica was playing for another breakaway opportunity. Nick Reve disallowing that chance. That definitely seems to be Utica's game thus far, catching Oswego on their heels when they turn the puck over.
Yeah, Nick Reve, it's definitely been a crucial piece, and it was a challenge for this Oswego team early on without him, but luckily he's back from injury now, and now he's really contributing to the team. And Nick Reve has always been one of those players who sacrifices the body for that entire line.
Now, what do both of these teams have to do to get that positive result? The scoreline isn't in favor of Oswego, but there has to be a little bit of concern with the way that Utica has been playing from the first to the second.
Yeah, honestly, you would have definitely said before that Water Street goal, the momentum was definitely in Utica's favor, and things are starting to get drawn together. They've had more shots on goals. Zawadzki's had to deal with Elijah that made some really good saves, but then they get that late goal, and now it's kind of up for grabs. Who's really going to grab that early momentum in this third period? So I think for both teams, coming out firing, stay smart. Utica has to stay out of the box, but the first 5 minutes are a very important part of this third period.
Yeah, and it was definitely in Utica's favor, no doubt about it, until that Chris Water Street goal, because this is definitely a Utica heavy crowd here. So definitely look for Oswego and Utica to both be coming out to try and get either in favor or keep going up against him, and hopefully better play from Matt Zawadzki.
2 of 3 Oswego's goals today have been a bounce in their favor. The cleanest goal probably Ragaseo's goal. What do the Lakers have to do to break through, maybe get something to reassure them quickly before we go into the second break?
Well, it's all about confident shooting. You saw it with Ragaseo. Take shots when you have the chance. Take a wrister from the top of the point, and that's the kind of things we've been seeing as the season progresses. We'll see if it continues in the third period.
Benny.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they just need to come out and they need to play their hockey. They need to take their time, get it in the zone, set it up, and fire it off like we know that they can do. Because when they fire it off, it gets to the back of the net 9 times out of 10. We've seen it time and time again. Get it in the hands of Galati, get it in the hands of Herlihy, and I'm telling you that Oswego will end up going up if they can just play their hockey that Gosick stresses.
You have seen 2 periods of action, and we have one more to bring to all of you viewers. Stay tuned, because on the other side of this break, we rejoin Dan I and Matt Jackson, who will have the last 20 minutes of this exciting game from the Syracuse Carrier Dome. This was your intermission report. Sebastian Edmond, Matt Moran, Benny Blue. Stay with us. There's 20 more minutes of hockey on the other side of this break. Oswego leads 3-2.
I'm not really a hockey guy, but on Jersey Day, I try to keep up with Dan and Sebastian.
Yo, Sabby, I'm telling you, Eastern Conference Finals matchup right here. I mean, maybe.
Pro jerseys, Stone.
Let's try football.
I fly.
Hey.
But can we do football?
Ooh.
I'm trying.
It's been amazing with Blaze and Josh on air working together. I think it's really helping Oswego Sports Update climb to new heights. But sometimes they tend to fight like siblings.
How's the rundown coming, short stuff?
He's not even that tall.
Hey, how's the weather up there?
It's a constant battle between them to be the best they can be. But there's one thing they gotta remember that's so good about this show. It's me.
She's looking at me. I'm going to get her number. Dude, she bumped into me first. I had to... No,
Oswego is a very easy place to love.
It's a place where everybody can really follow exactly what they want to do.
There's the flexibility where you can try new things.
It's really easy to get involved here.
Everyone here is really friendly.
A lot of fun. There's always something to do.
Oswego has come to be my home.
Love it.
Love it. Definitely love Oswego.
Very impressive.
I'm so impressed.
Just in walking through, I was very impressed. Oh, it's very impressive.
It's just amazing to see how much we've grown as a college and what's available to all of the students.
It's just overwhelming how much Oswego has changed.
It's beautiful.
Very amazing building.
It should be good. Let's see what happens, you know?
We could only dream of something like this.
Welcome back inside the Carrier Dome. 20 minutes of action remaining here between the Lakers and the Pioneers. A one-goal game, and it's gearing up to be an interesting one. After tonight, though, a little bit of a different scenario for these two teams. Oswego jumps right back into action only 2 days before their next game against Geneseo in conference. And Utica doesn't play another conference game in the ECAC West until January 17th. So they are way far away. They got a bunch of games in between then. But the Lakers got to focus right back into conference mode after tonight, Matt. But for now, 20 more minutes. You got to get the W here tonight.
Yeah, Dan, as we talked about at the top of the show, there's 2 points here at stake, Dan, and Utica wants those points, and so does Oswego. And after both teams did have the success they wanted yesterday, you know that both teams are coming out flying in this third period, Dan. Both teams are fighting for this win.
Interesting to see how the ice is going to hold up in the third. As the Syracuse Crunch and Utica Comets are still to follow tonight at 7 o'clock. Oswego, the sandwich game, right in the middle of the 2 games today. Face-off won by Hogan, swung right in, all the way down, no icing. Johnson ties up his man there in Wold. Wold takes another hit as it comes out over the lines, and Adams tries to get away. Behind the net, Karasich goes, Water Street takes him out. Bonner tries to clear away, and now it comes back for the Pioneers. Stepping over the line, that one bounces to the corner. Hogan couldn't get it there. Brixagas fell down to the play, and it goes back to the point, but it misses Dowu when it comes all the way out over the line. Dowu dumps it in on Zawadzki, misses it, it goes to the corner, tries to get thrown to the front of the net. Holshoff takes care of that one. Off the boards, Neal, but it catches someone at the Oswego bench before it reaches Montagna. And we'll get a face-off. 49 seconds gone here.
Oswego coming out firing, Utica firing right back, Dan. This is going to be a real back-and-forth period. Zawadzki, another rebound, though, early here in this period. I'd like to see him be able to settle down and hold on to the pocket. A little bit better rebound control we've been talking about all afternoon, Dan.
This third period essentially serving as a test for the goaltender. Zawadzki trying to earn this starting job before the Lakers steal it away from Gilbert. Managed to do it last year. As that one comes back to the point, he scores! A rocket from LaFosse right off the face-off, and this game's knotted at 3.
LaFosse just absolutely buries it. A one-timer, Dan, as that slap shot just finds the back of the twine. As we're going to take a look at the replay here from Zawadzki's angle, just right off the face-off, bang, upper left corner, and we have a tie game here in the Carrier Dome, Dan.
Well, that was quick. 2 seconds off the face-off, all it takes to get that puck from the dot to the point to the back of the net. As LaFosse picks up his 3rd goal of the year, giving him 4 points. Samuel Thomas gets the assist for winning the face-off. He's now got 6 helpers on the year, and he's now setting up that role for himself quite nicely. Valenti manages to get it along. LaFosse tries to have it again. That line of Samuel Thomas, LaFosse, and Valenti stays out there. Samuel Thomas can't control it. Right at their blue line. Bott tries to get it in over the line and does. Galati steers it. Past a diving LaFosse, and now it comes back for the Pioneers, coming 3-on-2. In over the line. Hart shot as that one goes high. That's just glass all the way around. Federo tries to get it out, can't do it. That one's thrown just wide by the Pioneers. Hervé gets to center ice, tries to dump it in, can't do it, gets it back. York now has a York slut to go, and Taft knocks that one down. York with it again, tied up with Stefan. In the corner now coming back, Regaseo stepping into the play, just dumps it back. And Ferrero will chase going there with Baird. One bounces right to the front of the net. York tries to let it go, and it never gets to Taft. Comes back, York lets another one go, and that one goes high. Chipped back out of the zone by the Pioneers. The Lakers will regroup as a couple changes made by both sides. Regaseo gets away from Bobby. York wings it on in as the Lakers will try to make a couple more changes here. Trying to get another line, and they go with the top line as Bonner joins the rush for the Lakers. A long pass doesn't connect there. They're going to lose the race as this one goes behind the net. Thrown right to the front. Off the post and out. How did that not go? And here come the Lakers with Adams. Adams trying to get past Azier. He cuts the net, goes to the back, and he scores! Oh my goodness! saved at one end, buried at the other, and the Lakers take the lead.
Brandon Adams and Matt Zawoski, the puck goes off the post, sits in front, and back the other way come the Lakers. Look at this replay, Dan. Brandon Adams, the fastest player on the Lakers, goes to the backhand, and this beautiful shot off the glove of Taft, and a great job by Brandon Adams with its breakout speed. It is a 4-3 lead for the Oswego State Lakers.
Wow. All you can say is wow. Matt, both of our jaws just hit the floor. The Lakers narrowly avoid going down 4-3 at one end, and then the blink of an eye are up 4-3 at the other.
What a great sequence of plays there, Dan. From one end, the Lakers surviving that threat by the Utica Pioneers, and right back the other way in transition, bang, a 4-3 lead, Brandon Adams.
Adams' first goal of the year, as Johnson can't keep it in, elects to wing it in, and the Lakers will tag up. Well, we're off and flying to a good start here in the third. The first 30 minutes, we've already got 2 goals. Well, here come the Pioneers. That one deflects off of Johnson's stick, goes over. Zawoski bounces off the side of the net, tries to get it to the front. It's up in the air, can't find it. And the Lakers manage to clear to the corner. Neal there with Hogan. Wold takes it away. Thrown right to the front. Montagna can't get it away. Another one bounces in front. It's tied up underneath Wold. And the Lakers come away with Hulshoff. Hulshoff goes to the corner, tries to go right there. Throws it right to the front. Montagna was right there. Couldn't make it happen. Hogan now steers it away from Neal, back to the corner, but the Lakers will keep it in with Reve. Reve dumps it right back where it came from to the corner. Neal leaves it for Montagna. Neal tries to go right to the front, and that bounces up over Taft and goes to the corner.
Lakers seeming to find their legs now here, Dan.
Runs back to the point. Reve lets that one go. Doesn't get all of it, and it goes to the corner. Fanned on that one did Nick Reve. Corner. Neal trying to cut to the front of the net. Gets it down low. Montagna can't keep it in, off the glass, and stays in the zone. Reve down low all the way around. And able to get there is going to be Baird, but he can't get it out. Steers it back for Hogan. Hogan now wings it all the way around and down. Reve will collect for the Lakers at his own blue line. Off the boards, trying to connect with Galati. Sloppy play there. That comes back, and it's going to be an icing against the Pioneers. So Reve can get off the ice after what was almost an ugly giveaway.
Yeah, and Stefan and Christies has to stay on the ice, Dan, as they are dying at the end of a shift here, Dan. They have heavy legs. They are looking for the bench, but unfortunately they have to stay back out here. Let's take a look at Coach Gosek giving his team some encouragement as they were having a couple back-to-back good shifts there in the offensive zone.
Face off one, back to the point, pinch kept in by Wills. There's the Valenti line out there right now for the Pioneers. The Herlihy Galati Bot line out there for the Lakers.